All right, Ken Range Theory Trader back with you with another video, just talking about what to look for when you come to the charts. Okay, this is what I do. For full disclosure, obviously, I trade the candle range theory. I trade the daily chart and the 8-hour chart. If you want to amend this to the 4-hour chart, feel free, but I'm only going to do daily and 8 hours. So here we go. The first thing I look for is a closed candle 2 on the daily chart. Okay, if I don't see one, the next thing I look for, and the anticipation is that, let me explain the anticipation. I look for a closed candle 2, and so that gives me my bias for the next day. Okay, for a candle 3 on the daily. That's my A plus setup. If I see no candle 2s, then I go down to a closed candle 3 on the daily chart. That typically does close below candles 1 and candle 2. Okay, that way my anticipation is a candle 4 setup. Okay. If I don't see any of those, then I go down to the 8-hour chart. I look for a closed candle 2 on the 8-hour chart, and that gives me my bias for the next 8 hours. If I see none, then I go to look for a closed candle 3 on the 8-hour chart. That gives me my bias for the next 8 hours. If I don't see any of that, there's no trade to take. I have to wait for the next candle to close. So what I'll do now is I will go through the euro pairs, okay, and just show you how I would do this in real time. I'm going to pick a random chart so that there's no confusion here. So let's see. I'll do the replay, and I'm going to do random. And there we go. Okay, so we're back in 2017. All right, this is the daily chart. Again, I'm only going to do the euros. So I'm going to so if you want to make this a part of your trading routine, you can do so. So what did I say? The first thing I look for is candle 2 on the daily chart. Is this, okay, so this is Wednesday, right? Is this a candle 2? No, it looks like candle 2. You got an imperfect candle range theory right here, where you got the low of the week here, and then like a candle 3. It looks like a candle 3 right here. So this was candle 2, kind of, sort of. But this is not that. Okay, so I'm going to set that to the side. Is this a candle 2 on Euro New Zealand? No. Okay, is this any candle 2s on Euro New Zealand? Yes. Okay, I see a long candle 2 with that being the low of the candle range theory and this being the high. Okay, so my anticipation would be long for euro yen for the next day. Whether or not it plays out, I don't know. But that's my candle 2. And as well on daily, I like for candle 2 to make the low or high of the week. This was the low of the week here. So you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday made the low of the week. So my long bias is to the upside. Okay, so still looking for candle 2s. Here we go. Is there a candle 2 here? Nope. And is there a candle 2 here? No. All right. So let me go back. If I see none, then what do I look for? A closed candle 3. Okay. So we already got yen mark, so we don't have to go back to that. So now do I see any candle 3s? Possibly right here. But you know what? No, never mind. I'm sorry. I do like for candle 3 to close outside of the range. So even though it did, there's two ways to trade a candle 4. If candle 3 closes above candle 2, I do teach that you can look for a continuation going the same way, right? Because you got 1, 2, 3. So you expect a continuation to the long side. It can happen, but is that my first choice? No, it's not. So I'm going to skip that one. Okay, but it is tradable. I just don't trade that. If you want to, there's nothing wrong with that. All right. But I'm looking for a little bit of a stronger close on candle 3. So candle 3s. Now this one would qualify because here is the candle range high. Here's the candle range low. Like that. Okay, so we got 1, 2, which makes the low, and then 3 right there. And this 3 closed out above the range, outside the range. So this is good for a candle 4. So I'll mark that one. All right, so any other candle 3s? This one's tricky because these are kind of like equal highs. So you can kind of play that by ear. This is the candle range high here. If you wanted to treat it like that, it would be the low there. So it's possible that this could give continuation to the upside. And then lastly here, this is definitely a candle 3. because you have the high there and the high here, low here. All right, so this one's a little cleaner. All right, so we'll mark those 4. Okay, so that's what I would look for. Now, lastly, okay, so let's say if I still, so this is enough here. I don't feel the need to drop down if I get a good selection on the daily chart. I just don't. That's just me. So that's just saying if there is none. But let's just say on euro dollar, which didn't give me much of anything, how would I treat that? So just for the sake of the illustration, what I would do here, I don't see a candle 2 on the daily. I don't see a candle 3 on the daily. So then I go down to the 8 hour and I look for a candle 2 on the 8 hour chart. So I'll drop down to the 8 hour. Hopefully it'll do that for me. Okay, so here we go. Do I see a candle 2 or 3? No, this is not. No, I don't. Okay, this is just a consolidation candle inside of this candle right here. So this right here was a candle range like this right here. This was a candle 1. That's the high there. So this is candle 1, 2, 3 like that. Well, this is not a candle 4 as we can see. So Euro New Zealand, I would just say will be, I'm sorry, Euro dollar would just be null and void. So that will be it. So in coming to the chart, let me go back to the daily now. In coming to the chart, I would look for a long here. Okay, I'll be bearish on this. I'm bullish on this one. I'd be, now even though candle range theory says that I would be on the short side of this one, because I'm sorry, not the short side, but going long on this one. Just be aware of that because this high could hold as well, because this was a strong close. So it could go either way. Let's see here. Bullish on that one though, and bullish on that one. So just for the sake of the video, let's see how they turn out. I'm not going to go over entries. This is just what to look for. Okay, so once again, I'm looking for a candle 4 right here. I'm looking for a candle 4 for Thursday. I'm looking for a candle 3 on Thursday for Euro Yen. And I'm looking for a candle 4 on Thursday of Euro New Zealand. So let's see what happens. Okay, so obviously that did not work. That didn't work. So in this case here, remember I said to be careful with it because this high could have held. So on this one, you know, it just hit both sides of the range, hit the high, hit the low, and then went down. So that would have been a loser. This would have been a loser. Okay. And this one didn't do much of anything. Okay. So that's what you're looking for. Okay. Now, obviously, these trades didn't win, and that's going to happen to you. Okay. So I don't want to act like, oh, the candle range theory is 100%. It's always going to work. I never said that, and I never will say that because it doesn't. So I'm glad that this video turned out to be mostly losers in one consolidation, because you're going to go through all this, you're going to mark it up, and then it's going to be wrong. Or not wrong, but it just doesn't give you what you want to see. The market necessarily isn't wrong. It just does what it's going to do. Our job is just to react to it. Okay. So I'm not pressed to prove to you that a candle 4 setup can work, because you just saw here that a candle 3 setup will work. You still got 1, 2, 3. You just didn't get candle 4. No big deal. All right. So you're going to have winners and losers, but just be prepared that when the candle range theory doesn't work out, what should your response be? To either avoid the trade because it's not exhibiting the behavior you want to see, or to keep your losses small. Okay, to keep your losses small. That's the point. Okay, so but that is what I look for, and then I just take the market. I take what the market gives me. Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't. I like candle 3s more than candle 4s though. That's just me, because sometimes they just give tighter stop losses. But in terms of what I look for on a daily basis, you just saw it. So I appreciate your time and attention. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.